Hey y'all, it's Dr. Shamanda. Welcome back to my channel where we talk about all things mental health, personal finance, and overall strategies to live your best life. All right, guys, welcome back. I just announced something yesterday that, if you've been watching my channel, you know it was coming. If you're new here, I'm quitting my job. It's just that simple, right? And the date and all that stuff is, we're going to be determined. We'll see. You'll know. But I wanted to share a mindset video, a tip and strategy that has helped me, but also that I use when it comes to other my clients, that are coaching clients that are dealing with a life transition or dealing with making a difficult decision, something that is scary, that triggers anxiety or fear. And so I want to use this or share this with you guys today because I think it's going to be very helpful. And again, it's something that I've been using as well. And that is simply, I'm saying simply because it's just a question, but it's the question of asking yourself, what is the worst case scenario, right? What is the worst thing that could happen in this situation? When it comes to anxiety, and I teach this a lot, and I've been, teaching this with my clients over the years, avoidance is the thing that is perpetuating the anxiety or making it worse, increasing it, the intensity of it. Avoidance. When you avoid something, when you avoid anything, it actually makes it worse. It is when you confront that thing, you take the power back. You take away you take the energy out of it, right? And so I want to challenge you to stop avoiding the issue, stop avoiding the question. If you're trying to make any life transition in life right now, or any change, or whether that's starting a business, whether that's deciding to leave your job and go start a new job or go to a new company that when you work for the same company for 20 years, whether it is you're deciding to adopt, right? Or maybe you are deciding to downsize your home or sell your home, like whatever life, anything could be happening in your life right now, especially as this new year is taking form. And the last couple of years, there's been so many things going on. There were hundreds of thousands of people laid off last year. So there's been a lot going on, and a lot of decisions have been made without our consent, in a sense, right? Like those layoffs, right? Maybe you weren't ready to leave your job, but now you're forced to, and now you have a decision to make. Am I going to go back to these companies and these jobs when I don't really want to be there? Or am I going to start my own business or start a side hustle or whatever, like whatever you want to do, but you get to make a decision. So I always say that those things are like blessings in disguise. Like it don't feel like it in the moment. It feels like, oh God, like this horrible thing is happening to me. But what if it was happening for you, right? And what if the way to get through the anxiety is to ask yourself, what is the worst that could happen? And so I want to challenge you with this question today. So let's look at this. The worst case isn't failure, it's avoidance, right? It's you avoiding actually looking at the situation and putting together a solid, stable, secure as possible plan, right? So let's look at that. Now, number one is that most people never name the real fear. So maybe the real fear isn't that you've lost your job. Maybe it's I'm losing stability. I'm losing my health insurance. I'm losing knowing exactly when my paycheck is going to come. I'm losing, I'm disappointing others. I'm having to start over somewhere and I'm going to be the new person. Maybe feeling like you're going to be looking like foolish because why would you leave that good job? You know how people... Why would you leave that good job at that good company to go start your own thing? You don't know if you're going to make any money. Like, why would you do that? That's so stupid. Like, maybe the real fear is all of those things, or those certain, I guess, examples of those things, right? Or variations. Maybe that's the real fear. Maybe it's not that you're actually stepping out on faith and doing something for yourself. Maybe it's just all of the other dynamics that might come with it. All right. Now, being vague with anything is actually going to increase the anxiety as well. So it's time to get very specific about what you want to do. All right, number two is that the real worst case scenario is more than likely and usually survivable. Now, let me give you an example. I think my worst case scenario in this situation is I would have to move back with my family. And absolutely not. Like, And no offense, if y'all watching my family, I love y'all. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want to live with y'all. And guess what? I have before. And that's what I had to face, right? Because in my past transitions, like when I moved from Georgia back to North Carolina, I had to go stay with my mama. And my brothers were living there. And all the other people that they hang out with. And I'm like, oh God, like I do not want to have to deal with that again. Like that would be horrible for me. Like I just do not. I stayed there for like 3 months as I got my new job and I got an apartment. I didn't even have a car at that time. My engine had blew like a year or two before. But here I am back in North Carolina in my mom's house with my brothers, my family, and all this other. Listen, and I'm in a room, renting a room out basically. And I'm just like, and I can't go nowhere really because I didn't have a car. That is like worst case scenario for me. Now keep in mind, I own my own home. I have a car that's paid off. I have money, money invested. I have businesses. I have credentials. I have private practice. Like, that's worst case scenario if I lost it all and I had to go back and stay with family. But the reality is that is survivable. How do I know? I've done it before. It was not good and easy and fun, but I did it and I survived it. This time around will look a lot different. For one, my children are like young adults, like, you know what I mean? So I don't have the stress that I had worried about them. I wouldn't have that necessarily. I have money now, and I have a car now. You know what I'm saying? So like, yeah. So I want you to think about that. What is your worst case scenario? And if you had to deal with that situation, would you survive it? Could you survive it? Okay? And be honest with yourself. All right, number 3 is that what actually damages people is staying misaligned. So while you're worried about the worst case scenario, this thing being horrible, difficult, whatever, what's really probably worse than that situation happening is you being stuck in a situation that you're not happy with. When you're burnt out, when you're numb, when you feel like you're not living a life of purpose, when you're not being compensated fairly. When, like for me, I work in a healthcare situation or environment and I'm exposed to germs all day. I don't think I need to be around a bunch of sick kids because I have autoimmune disease and I take an immunosuppressant. Those things don't add up. Like, what are you doing? You're right. So constantly in a state of anxiety, like, oh God, I hope I don't get the flu today. I hope I don't get COVID. I hope, this thing doesn't happen. And then performing in a life or trying to fit into a box that just no longer aligns with you. So that might actually be worse than the thing that you're afraid of and that you're avoiding. Okay? So ask yourself about that. Now, I want to challenge you to ask yourself a better question. And that is, instead of asking, what if it doesn't work? AKA you stepping out on faith, you changing jobs, you moving away, whatever it is you want to do or you're called to do in this season. I want you to ask yourself, what would I do if it didn't work? Right? Now we're talking, baby. Now we're talking. We can get solution focused, which is my favorite type of therapy, right? Or, mental health therapeutic approach. Solution focused. I don't like people coming to me with problems. I know I'm a therapist, y'all. I know. That don't make sense, right? I don't like people to come to me with problems and they're not ready and willing to work through those problems and find a solution. Because, I'm not your person. I'll just tell you right now. I'll let you know up front. I'm not your person. But if you're so sick and tired of being sick and tired of going through the same thing and feeling stuck and you ready to change because you don't like the way you're feeling right now, those are the type of people I can work with and I can help. And so I want you to ask yourself, what if it didn't work? Like, what if it didn't work? What would you do if it didn't work? Now let's get focused, right? Okay, let's say this thing falls all the way apart. Who would you call? Who could you lean on? Who could support you? Do you have any reserves in terms of finances? Do you have somebody that you could stay with temporarily? Do you have, what other companies would you apply to? Are you able to start your own business, right? There's so many different things that we don't even allow ourselves to even think about because we're so focused on the worst case scenario and failing, right? But the reality is a lot of times you're okay. You're going to be okay. And you have survived 100% of the days before. You know what I'm saying? We've all been in horrible situations before in our lives. And guess what? We're sitting right here, surviving, living. They didn't take us out. We might have thought they were. And it might have, took something from us, like mentally and all. But we're still technically here. Right? If you're listening to me, you watching this video, you're technically still here. So you survived that thing. And it taught you some things. And I want you to take inventory. What did it teach you? And that's looking at it from a strengths-based approach. That's another therapeutic approach. Is What are your strengths? Like, what have you learned? What have you survived? Because so many times we are stronger than what we really believe we are. I have moved so many times. I know changed so many jobs so many times. I have gone without so many times. And so to be scared in this season is like, girl, please, you have everything you could possibly need to be self-sufficient, be on your own. And you didn't have half of those things before and you survived. What could you do now? So again, y'all, I want to take you through this journey with me. And told y'all, my whole situation right now is a case study. I'm being transparent, honest, vulnerable, real with y'all because I want you guys to live out your best selves too, your best lives as well. And so I'm taking you through this, taking you through the mindset shifts, the mindsets, the questions you should ask yourself, and things of that sort. So anyway, guys, I have a couple private practice sessions to do. So let me get to that. But I wanted to drop this video with you guys because we're in this. It's 2026. We're locking in. And there's a shift that's happening. As I was saying, if you're interested in working with me one-on-one, I am accepting new clients for therapy, or if you want to do coaching, if you don't have insurance or anything like that, or if you don't want a diagnosis or anything like that, I can work with you as far as coaching, with your mindset coaching, financial coaching, anything like that. So I'm going to leave a link in the description. You can definitely schedule a session with me. I have like limited slots available, like 10. So actually like 8 now at this point. So make sure you get on the schedule. It is a new year. It is no better time to be working on your mind, your healing journey, your purpose journey, all that stuff than now. Okay. I'm excited to work with you, excited to continue to build and give you guys content like this. If you like this video, like, comment, subscribe, share, and I'll see you guys in the next one. All right. Bye.